Hi everyone, welcome back. I have a new pick a card for you guys. Today we are taking a look, what do they love most about you? So what does your person love most about you? Or if you want to think about someone else, that's okay too, whatever works for you. I do have 4 piles for you to choose from, beginning on the left with Emerald, Citrine 2, Lapis Lazuli 3, and 4 is the Charoite. So take a second, think about the person specifically that you were asking about. Then take a look at the timestamps in the description box or the comment section, and I will meet you at your pile. Hi pile 1, welcome to your pick a card reading. You guys are the Emerald pile. If you are new to my channel, hello and welcome. If you already subscribed, welcome back. Always glad to have you guys here. So we are taking a look at what does your person love most about you, or just whoever you're asking about. So we are using charms today, so I have those ready on the side. But let's start with your tarot and oracle cards first, and we'll add those at the end for you. So let's do tarot first, and then we'll start adding in the oracle cards to paint the picture. So pile 1, you guys are the Emerald pile. What do they love most about you? We have the Queen of Swords, the Hermit, the Three of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. So there is quite a bit of air energy here with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We do have some Virgo, and also some earth energy with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn for you guys. So let's go ahead and start. I guess I'll start with the Queen of Swords, even though I'm kind of getting information from all of these cards already. So the Queen of Swords, you're just tell it how it is. You don't beat around the bush. You're very direct on what you have to say, and you say it. It's not something where there's any kind of guessing games. It's not where they kind of have to completely wonder. Sometimes I feel like they might be a little bit intimidated by that because you can be very well spoken, very outspoken at times, and it kind of scares them a little bit, but I feel like it also is something that does turn them on because you stand in your power, and that's something very strong and elegant about that. You know, it's not something where it's overpowering, but you just let them know you're not taking their bullshit, and you tell them what you need to. You get your point across. That's the main thing. When you communicate, you communicate. You're very good with your words. You might be a little bit flirtatious at times too, but you're very strong and independent, and you just say what you need to. Very good with that, and you kind of cut away all the nonsense is also what I'm getting with the Queen of Swords. The Hermit. I feel like at this one, you don't reveal too much. And this doesn't only go for just as far as what your life is. Also, I'm getting when you're dressed, like your fashion sense, your fashion style for some of you. I'm also getting that you know how to reveal just enough. It's not where it's too much, it's just enough to leave it to the imagination, if you know what I mean. So it's not something where you just got to be all out and just, you know, all revealing kind of thing. But also with the Hermit, I just feel like you know when to withdraw your energy, you know when to step away. Also, for some of you, they are very drawn to how spiritual or even how religious you are, very committed to it, and how you kind of just follow your heart is what I'm getting with this. So that's the energy I'm getting with the Hermit. And let's see what else am I getting with the Hermit. Yeah, I feel like you're very private. You're not always the easiest person to get to know because you do have a guard up. So they kind of like that because it adds this mysterious edge to you because you don't tell everybody everything all the time. So you know, just again, you know how much to reveal. Then we have the Three of Pentacles. So this one, I'm getting kind of like this is you over here. Like you're talking, you know how to captivate an audience, you know how to win people over, you know when to turn on that charm, say what you need to say in a way that just like lures people in. It just kind of like, is it the siren and or the mermaids, how, you know, they kind of hypnotize them with the song, and but then they attack almost. So I don't say you're attacking, but it's just that, you know, you kind of hypnotize them in a way with the way you speak. For some of you, I'm also getting that you are singers. So that's another thing too that they really love about you. They love how you sing. They love your voice. They love listening to you. I really get that this person just loves listening to you. They could listen to you talk for hours. There's just something about your voice that's either calming or very soothing that they really enjoy, really like. They know how, they love how you connect with people. I'm getting for this pile, you're pretty outgoing in a way, but not too much. So you guys are a little bit more of the extroverted crowd. That's what I'm getting with this. You just really know, you're a people person. You get along with all kinds of people. It doesn't matter where they come from, how they dress, or anything. You just know how to connect with people. You're very respectful, and it's just very something that they just really admire about you, what they really like. And then with the Knight of Swords, you are daring, you are bold, you are fearless. You go after what you want. And not only that, you know, with the Queen of Swords energy, there's just a lot of that, just your mind kind of takes over. Once it takes over, you made your decision, that's it, it's done. You're going for it, you're going full force, you're not holding yourself back, you're not stopping you. There's no way of stopping you. So you go after what you want in life. And that is very attractive to them. And with kind of like the seize the day energy also with that. And it's just not where you don't take long. Like, you get moving. When you decide something, you just go for it. You are someone who goes after what you want. So is there anything else? I was getting something as I was talking, so it's hard for me to talk and then I'm getting all these messages at the same time. Ugh. Was there anything else? Okay, I'm going to leave that there. If I get it, I'll come back to it. So let's go to your oracle cards next. Let's do this one first. Ambition, yes. May I offer all my deepest longings to love itself and invite a divine plan beyond the mind's imagining. Please use me for the highest good. And it's blue, and blue is all about the throat chakra, and there is that swords energy. Oh, it was something about the mind, the way that your mind works. It kind of just, it also turns them on is what I was getting with it too. It's something where you just have this way of thinking that is different from the way that they see things. You see things in such a different light that it really intrigues them. It captivates them with how you think and how you work, you know, your mind, and how you put things to action. You know, you think it and then you do it. You are someone who isn't just, you know, talking about doing things. You're talking about it and then you're doing it. So you are someone who goes after what you want, and that's the ambition coming in. So they really admire it and love it. Very beautiful. Fellow travelers, support is all around you. And so you're always ready to go on a new adventure. You're always ready to take on a new task, a new project. You're willing to learn, you're willing to grow, to become more, to really evolve yourself. And I'm getting with the rainbow, I was getting something kind of more of an innocent type feel as well. So even though you might have your way with words, you know when to be calm and sweet. And then the peacock, I feel like you're just attractive. You're so attractive to this person, and it's something that they can't help but notice. You know, they see that you are very attractive, pile one. So this, again, doesn't matter what you think. This is what they think. Okay, this is what's coming from them. So if you're like, well, maybe that's not me, they might see you a different way. That's all it is to it. They, you know, other people have a way of seeing things outside of the box. When you're inside the box, it's kind of hard to see everything and all your good qualities. And sometimes you know it and sometimes you don't. So hopefully this helps if you don't know. We have the Lady of the Lake. Absolute truth, courage, self-respect, responsibility. How unfitting she's having the sword. That is very much a Queen of Swords type card. Just so honest, all about the truth. You have integrity, you have class. You're not trashy. You're not someone who's just, like, if you get upset, you get upset, but you're not going to go to, like, childish, you know, lengths, or, you know, to retaliate or whatever. It's something where you keep it together. You're still acting like a queen and you're not acting like a little child. So that's very attractive to them. Very much standing in your power no matter what. It's like if they piss you off, they know you're going to let them know. But you're not going to do it in a way that's going to be very immature, I guess is really what I'm getting at. And you have that sense of self-respect. So that's why those boundaries, you have boundaries. You know what you deserve and you're not going to put up with anything less than that. Very beautiful. I love that. And we have Mother. So nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. So if you are a mother, then they love and admire how caring and nurturing you are to your children. If you're not, you don't have any kids, you just have this aura about really caring about people. Again, being a people person. Some of you might be in the medical field. Some of you might have some type of healing energy that really comes across. It's just that warmth that you like project out is what I'm getting with this. So much warmth and love, and it's green. So for that, I just feel like that's connected to the heart chakra, and that's very loving. So yes, you have this way of being, you stand in your power when you need to, but overall you're very caring, very sweet, very loving. Love it. And then over here we have the Falcon. Independence, knowledge, clarity. Very independent. You just get things done on your own. You go after everything. You don't need anybody to tell you yes or no. You go after it. Because ultimately it is up to you, so you don't have to wait. You have this way of seeing things. The clarity, I feel like you just have that going back to the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is honestly the strongest energy here for me. I feel like all these cards are just connected to the Queen of Swords. And it was the very first card that came out. So that does mean something to me, as far as what I'm getting here. But energy-wise, I do feel Queen of Swords is the strongest energy. You have this knowledge. You are very smart. You're very intelligent. Some of you might have a few different degrees. Some of you might have like masters or all those different ones I'm not going to go through. And because I probably don't know all of them or even half of them. Some of you might be doctors or nurses because of what I was getting before of being in the medical field. Or like counselors, therapists, kind of that just energy is what I'm getting. What else? Nothing else with that one. You just have this way of you just have like laser vision. That's what I'm getting. You just see through people and you just trust your gut. You get this feeling about people and they know it. They know when you don't like somebody, when you like somebody, and they're kind of amazed by that. They kind of wish they had that quality too, so that they could stay away from people that they shouldn't be around, So, the Dragon. I'm telling you guys, in all of my pick a card readings, there's always a dragon. The dragon always shows up. So you guys are very much dragons. I don't know. I think there was another card that came out, but man, I feel like you guys are dragons. You guys are dragons. Wisdom, knowledge, before I got cut off is what I was trying to say. So very knowledgeable, very smart, very beautiful, very loving, caring. You are independent. You have it all together. The abundance. You just have everything. You have everything going for you. Anything else that I was getting from that one? I don't think there was anything else. No, okay. I'm not getting anything else, so I want to do some charms because I have a whole thing over here. So I have to mix them up, you guys. I'm sorry for the noise. You're probably going to want to tune, if you have your volume up really high, you might want to turn it down a little bit because this is going to be a little bit noisy. I ain't going to lie, and I don't, unless you like the noise, I tend to turn it down when I watch ones with charms. So what can we get? I don't know. I want to dump them out. This one's, I don't want it to be too noisy, and I can't reach all of the charms that I have in here anyways. I need to find a new bag, honestly. I have too many charms now. Surprisingly, so. Oh, okay. So, for pile one. So the first thing that came out, inspire. So you're very inspiring to this person. You just spark, like you just intrigue them and you make them want to learn more. You want them to become better. You just give them that motivation. Your ambition is so contagious. Like they want to go out and accomplish everything too because of the way you are. And let's see what else we have. I think that's like an alligator. So I don't know if you like animals or reptiles. You're kind of into different animals, not the traditional type, not the fluffy dogs and cats. And so they might, I feel like they might really like that about you, that it's different, that you're really into different animals and you are unique. You're not afraid to be something that stands out. And also, like, what I'm getting with that, like the alligator, I'm seeing the alligator like chomp, you know, like close its mouth real fast. So I feel like, you know, you're someone who, you know what to say, and like when you go off, you go off, and it's funny in a way to them because you just tell it like it is, but even though on the receiving end of it, it's not as fun. But they do like seeing you like tell people off is what I'm getting with that one. From that image. Let's see, what do I have here? Hold on guys, I got some. Alright, so we have a pineapple. I hope it's not too hard to tell. I'm afraid to zoom in, you guys, because then you know how I am. I zoom in and then the rest of the video is all out of focus, and yeah, that sucks. We have the 3 of Hearts, which is the 3 of Cups, so you know how to have a good time. You know how to have fun, you know how to party, you just know how to celebrate. You're fun to be around. I feel like you just have that way of speaking. Like I said, you just have a way of speaking that really draws people in. It's very fun. We had, oh, look at that. You do like to have fun because right next to it we got this little cocktail over here. Should be nice right about now. I wouldn't mind having one of those. And this one's the key. I feel like for some of you, you have the key to their heart and you just don't know it. And dream, you inspire them, you make them want to dream. This person also possibly might be dreaming about you, wanting to be with you, and so they really are drawn to you. Let's get a few more charms. Love, yeah, you're very loving, nurturing, caring, very sweet individual. And we have like, it's like a maple leaf, so maybe you like the fall time, or you're just always changing as well, so they really seen you evolve, adapt, becoming this Queen of Swords energy, this Lady of the Lake, really just learning how to stand in your power and take care of yourself. Let's do a few more. Yeah, look at that. So I was talking about being like nurses, doctors, like caring for people, watching out for them. I feel like that's very fitting right there. And then let's go over here. This is a needle and thread. It took me a second to figure out what it was. I was like, what is that? It's a needle and thread. So, you know, I don't know if the glare, if that helps. I'm trying to move it around so you guys can kind of see it. But you just have this way of fixing things, putting things together, making things a reality, putting all the pieces together to make this bigger, beautiful picture. And this is a volleyball. So some of you might be really into volleyball, might really be into sports, team sports especially too, because I kind of did put that right next to the 3 of Pentacles. So that's also something I'm getting with that. So we have a donut. There's that donut from the last pick a card reading. So you guys might be really good, awesome chefs. There might be something about a donut. Like I feel like maybe you guys went on a donut date. You guys went to get coffee and a donut or breakfast or something. For some of you, like I do get that you're bakers and you know how to cook. So they love your cooking skills. And we have a little paw over here. That's cute. So, you know, they see that you're connected to animals. Some of you might be vets. You might be a veterinarian or like is it a tech? Veterinarian tech? I don't know how you say that one. But right below like a step below the actual doctor. And oh, I got the Batman signal for you guys. So for some of you might really be into Batman. I'm hearing some of you might have like a Batman tattoo or something connected to Batman as a tattoo. So, you know, it could be like a Harley Quinn or a Joker or Riddler possibly even, or even Batman and, oh my gosh, Robin, there we go. And there's a bow, so I do feel like they love how just well put together how you dress. It's something also that they find very, very attractive, because we do have a shirt over here, but it's also a jersey. And so what I'm getting with that is going back to the team sports. Like, you know how to work together as an individual, but you know how to work together as a team with people and really motivate a group of people. Some of you might be motivational speakers or might speak to a lot of people, might be in the public eye, so that's something else that I'm getting with that. So that is what I have for you, pile 1. I know this reading was longer, so I hope that was better for you guys. Let me know on the length. Sometimes I feel like, I don't know, am I taking too long with these readings? And then yesterday I felt like it was really short, very quick. I really did. Like, for me, 6 minutes, that's crazy. I don't think I've ever done a reading that quick in a long time. Let me know what you guys think about the lengths. It's hard for me to stay with one or the other, you guys. So if I go short, I'm going short like yesterday. And if I go longer, then it's probably going to be like this length or kind of some of the others. I just would like to get an idea of what you guys are thinking with those. But that is what I have. If you would like a personal reading to find out what your person loves about you specifically, I have my Etsy shop link in the description box. So I am still taking requests and personal booking readings. Still working on those too. So if you are waiting on one, I am getting to you as quickly as I can. And that is really all I have. So let me know how this resonates. You guys have beautiful energies, beautiful souls, very loving, caring, and I just love everything that came out for you. So let me know how that resonated. Like, share, subscribe if you're not. And if you do subscribe, just remember to click on that bell icon so you get notified when I post another pick card. So that is what I have for you, pile 1 Emerald. And thank you guys so much, and I hope to see you on the next pick a card. Bye. Hi, pile 2. You guys are the Citrine pile. Welcome to your pick a card reading. Today we're taking a look at what does your person love most about you. And it could be, if you don't have a specific person, if there was somebody else that you wanted to ask about, then that's also very welcome to do, is what I'm trying to say. So that is fine. There's no problem with that. Whatever works for you guys. So I have everything sorted out. We are using charms today, so I am pretty excited to see what comes out for your pile. And everything else is sorted out. That's the only thing that I'm going to be doing while I do the reading. So I'm going to move your Citrine over here. And let's start off with tarot and get to your oracles after that and follow it up with charms. And so we have the Ace of Pentacles, and the 7 of Pentacles. Oh, look at that. The Lovers, and the King of Swords. So we have half of your cards are Earth energy, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We do have some Gemini and some more Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So some Gemini is pretty present here, as well as the Earth energies for you guys. And so let's go ahead and let me get to your cards. Let's see what we have here, with starting off with the Ace of Pentacles. I'm getting there's just this, you're always offering your time and attention to people. You're a very giving type of individual. You're not really someone who holds back. Like, if you have something and someone needs it, you're like the first one to offer help, is what I'm getting. You're always there for people. You're always, like, I feel like you guys are possibly very much into doing charity work, donations, donating your time. Some of you might donate a lot of blood. It's something that I was just picking up on. So for some of you, they're like very aware of like your humanitarian type efforts, and you have this thing where you stand up for what's right. You guys are all about justice. It's the Justice card should be here. Really, it's kind of almost like Libra energy too. So some of you might have that energy as well. But that's what I'm getting with that. I feel like you guys just always have this way of attracting money to you, or you have this way of attracting luck. Like luck is always on your side. For some of you, I'm getting like they might joke around like, oh, you know, one of these days you're just gonna hit the lotto or something, you know, because they just feel like you're so lucky. You have everything, just everything lines up for you. That's what I'm getting. And then all these new opportunities, like you don't have to worry. Like, it just seems like something bad happens, and then before you know it, it's something good happens. And it kind of baffles them in a way too, because it doesn't make sense to them. How is it that they just keep going? Like, you're never really in a slump for long, so you don't stay in a situation that gets to you too long, at least from what they're viewing. So that's the important thing to remember. This, you may not see yourself like this, but to the outsiders looking in, this is the energy that they're getting from you. This is what they see. This is what they love about you. Okay? And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So I think they admire how patient you are. And that's really going back to, because you might be like, I'm not very patient at all. For them, I feel like they think you are. You just wait until the time is right and you know when to strike, is what I'm hearing too. So you just have this thing about timing. You are good about waiting and just kind of moving on. Like, you have one thing, you let it do its thing, and then you move on to the other, and then before you know it, the results and the benefits of the first one come back to you. So it's like this cycle of abundance comes to you. So you guys are very abundant, and I'm getting they're kind of jealous of this, because you seem to always have this luck of money and this flow of money coming to you, and everything's good, and you just have all this investments just piling up. You have a good life. You might drive a really nice car, is also something that I'm hearing. Some of you are very well educated. I'm getting like the image of college students, and some of you might have just graduated as well, that you just kind of invest, and you're like, okay, you know, even though you know you probably want it done right away too, but to them, you come off as being patient until you reap the benefits, reap the results of that, and until the fruit is ripe, is what it is. And the Lovers. It's a beautiful card, the Lovers. So they love this, just this connection that they have to you. It's very special. They love it. They love how close they are to you. It's the Lovers. And for some of you, yeah, it's a soulmate. Twin flame for some of you. Yeah, that too. So take that however it resonates. If you want one of the labels, if you don't want the label, it's just a deeper soul connection. Okay? It's something that is very special to them. I feel like they are very protective over it. There was another word, it's not coming to me, but you know, kind of just very, like they want to guard it, is what I'm getting. This connection with you really does mean a lot to them, and they love it. They love how different it is, how connected you guys are, just how you click. And especially I'm hearing like how you clicked from the beginning. And some of you might have, like, the first date might have been like a coffee shop, because that was something that was coming to me. I'm getting a lot of college type vibes, university, uni kind of thing here too as well. So that's something that I'm getting, and it's not going to resonate for everybody, but that's energy I'm picking up on. And then the King of Swords. You just, you know, very... King of Swords is very logical, very rational. You think things through. You don't rush into things too fast. You really think before you speak. So when you speak, you really speak. You make sure that you are heard. You do not take no for an answer when you know what you want. You say it. You can be pretty blunt, you know, and I think pile one actually had the Queen of Swords, so you guys are the King of Swords energy, and he's just kind of, sometimes he can be a little bit detached. I feel like what they love about that is you're kind of sometimes detached from this connection with them in a positive way. So it's not like you're overbearing, you're not too clingy, you're not constantly like, where are you, what are you doing, trying to check up on them. You give them this sense of freedom still, even though you guys are very well connected. You give them their space, and they love that about you. They love that you're living your life, doing your thing, getting your money, your coin, all that, and they're doing their thing. But when you guys come together, it's so beautiful. It's a beautiful connection. It's so special. So really a very positive energy from that. And so, let me grab a drink of water, you guys. Okay. So, embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. So, you are very enthusiastic, very happy individual. I feel like for some of you, it's very rare that they don't see you smiling. And so, they really just admire your enthusiasm. You just kind of, that's why you don't wait, because you just, like, you just let it go. You trust that no matter what, things are going to work out, and you move on to the next one because you're so excited for life, so enthusiastic about everything that's to come. You just want to accomplish so much, so you don't want to sit around and wait. And that's the other thing. You don't sit around and wait. You keep going and making those dreams a reality. You make things happen for yourself like you want. Also, for some of you, you are very connected to nature. You guys might have birds. I'm hearing birds. So that's one thing, but also cats. That's another animal pet that I'm getting with this pile. Then what else? What I was getting? Some of you might really be into, I feel like some of you are musicians. So they really love, like I'm getting people that play guitar, piano specifically. I'm hearing even violin. So they love how musically talented you are. That's something else. I was just getting some of you are poets. So some of you tend to write, and they've seen some of your writings and they really love it. They love reading your poetry. So that's very beautiful. What do we have here? Trust. So they love that you trust them. And that's what allows you to give them that freedom. You trust in them, you trust in life in general, so things just flow because you're not putting a hold on things. Like, I don't trust this, because if you didn't trust your projects being successful, you would be too focused on it and you wouldn't move on to the next. You would be like, I need to do this, this, and this. Nothing's happening, you know, like overthinking it. Or, you know, with them, if you didn't trust them, you would be constantly texting them, checking up on them, wondering what they're doing, all that kind of thing. You guys have a very special bond where both of you trust each other, and that's what makes it even stronger, because when the trust is there, it makes a huge, huge difference in your connection, right? And then we have courage. So you guys have a lot of courage. You keep, you know, doing things. You're not afraid. Daisies might be your favorite flower, because I'm just getting the daisy vibes, and even though these are sunflowers too, so maybe for some of you sunflowers is the type of flower that you really like. You might wear flower crowns even for some of you, and going with the obvious here, but that is something, just more of a free-spirited type of individual and not too caught up in different things. And then we have servant. Delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. And we're just saying a free spirit, right? So we have someone, you're just very loving, caring. You're just kind of like, get along with everybody. Very, very generous. And what was I getting with the servant? I don't know if some of you are like baristas or work at coffee shops too even. That was something else that I was getting. Is there anything else? So, a servant. No, I feel like what it is you're very expressive. Even though we have the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is very much, you know, logic over emotions. I do feel like you have this expressive way of speaking, but in a way that uplifts others, that really motivates. I don't think motivate, it might be a little too strong of a word, but just, you make people want to go out and do things and make a difference. So you guys might be a little bit more of, I don't know, you guys probably are the humanitarian pile, I would say. And then we have here, is it Heron? Heron? I don't know, you tell me. Detachment, faith, and harmony. Yeah, so you have faith. You have faith, you have trust, and you have courage. You guys are everything. You're so enthusiastic about things. You just know that no matter what, you guys are very optimistic individuals. You guys know that there's always a silver lining. You're never in these dark clouds for a long time. Even when you don't know what direction you go, you feel like, you know, you just have this way of knowing, and that's the other thing. So you guys are very intuitive is what I'm getting from that. energy. You're very connected to people, very harmony. I was getting also possibly singers, so if you do musical, like musically inclined. But the other thing too, I was saying musical, so some of you might really be into like drama and musicals and singing. Maybe you did something in high school or college, or even after, even now, you know, maybe that be a hobby or something, or your job that you do, really into musicals and singing. For people, it might be a part of a group. Some of you might even sing, like I was getting churches or even like state fairs. I don't know how it works overseas, you guys. I've really noticed how many people I have overseas who watch, so thank you guys. I'm sorry when my North American world doesn't connect with yours as easily, so but thank you guys for your support. And so I just wanted to say that. And detachment, yeah, you detach from the specific outcome you're letting go or expecting. So you just let go, you detach, and you trust and believe everything's gonna be okay. It's kind of magical in a way to have that. And then we have the bison down here. Abundance, success, a personal power. Yeah, so this one's talking about being flexible, going with the flow, allowing things to happen rather than forcing them. Yes, that summarizes everything we've been talking about. You don't force things, you just detach, trust, and let it happen. And you know, before you know it, all this money, coin, all the success and abundance comes to you. Beautiful. And yeah, success is down there too, and abundance, so that's perfect. Worded that very perfectly, more than I expected to. So you guys are very beautiful. I feel like you guys are very warm. You are someone that people can speak to easily. You communicate in a way that, again, you might, it's not overbearing. The King of Swords, I feel like, yeah, he'll be very truthful and honest, and that's what people do want. Well, sometimes, because sometimes it's hard to accept the truth, you know, so that's something else. But it's just this way that you approach people, this way you communicate. I can't even put it into words. I can't put it into words. Give me a second. I need to find a way to put this into words. It's not forceful or overly direct where you turn off people. You have a way of speaking that you twist words so that it still captivates people, even though you're very direct and honest about what you're trying to say and you're making your point. It's like you use different facts, or you use different statistics or examples or like analogies or whatever, and it really draws people in. So you have this way, again, of speaking. I hope that makes sense. I think it'll make sense to the people who really connect with that. So let's do some charm. Let's do the fun part, right? Let's find out. What do they love most about you, pile 2. And so we have, this is the moon. So I do feel like there's parts of you that kind of stays hidden from the rest, but you just have this way of lighting up, like you light up the night sky. A really romantic kind of way of looking at it, but that's what I'm getting with it. So they just see your beauty, how you light up a room, how special you are, and everything. And then we have this little, like, it's like a tooth fairy or something. So I feel like you have this way of believing in magical things. Like some of you are really into, I don't know why, Renaissance fair comes up for me all the time, but like the Renaissance fair kind of energy and stuff like mythology and goddesses and the gods and like Greek mythology, and just kind of like this, like so connected to the butterflies and mysticism, and even possibly your spirituality and like the tarot and divine and, oh, what's that other word? Of course I can't think of it when I want to, right? That's so frustrating. Let me try. Divination. There we go. divination. That's kind of the thing. So it's something very alluring to them, and it adds this also mysterious edge to you as well. Going back to the moon, tying those two together. All right. And so fairy tales, yeah, you got the pumpkin carriage. So maybe Cinderella is a fairy, you know, a princess that you guys are very connected to, or they just see you as this princess. You're the only right one. You're the only one that can wear that glass slipper. It's you. You're that special one. And you might, again, believe in fairy tales and folklore and that sort of thing, you know. It's a lot of difference, possibly a lot of beliefs connected to the past is what I'm picking up on with this. And maybe you're just, to them, you're royalty. And also what I was getting to is you're just kind of always moving. You're always on the go with the carriage. So you're traveling, moving forward. You might travel a lot because you are free-spirited. So you want to explore all these different things. Some of you, I'm getting that you might travel to other areas and you help out, like charity work kind of thing, you know. That's what I'm getting with that. We have this little controller, so some of you might really be into video games, play video games, or you've really gotten into video games as of late with all this time on your hands, so that's something else, or that you're really good with games. Also, maybe it's also that you don't play games. King of Swords, not going to play games, I'm going to take no bullshit. You're not about games, so take that one as how it resonates, you guys. And then look at that, we have the pumpkin. So yeah, some of you very much connected to Cinderella, just royalty, princess energy is what I'm getting, or just into fairy tales overall. And then the other thing, possibly fall. Like some of you might have made plans for the fall is what I'm hearing, or you might have met in the fall, or your birthday might be around the fall. Or pumpkin pie, something about pumpkin pie too. And then we have these two little tags. So you're always about creating opportunities is what I was saying over here. You just have this way of like attracting them to you and all this stuff. And then look, journey. So that also would tie in with your pumpkin carriage. So you just keep going. You don't stop. I think they really love the way that you're traveling in life, the direction that you're going, even with the trust. There's that path as well. So just the direction in life that you're taking. They very much love and respect that about you. Oh, sorry, I'm just like choking over here silently. You guys can't even hear me. But we have the Two of Clubs, which is the Two of Wands. So you're always planning. You are just creating, planning. You guys make things happen. You guys are the go-getters. You guys are the, what is it, the Willy Wonka says? We are the dream makers. You guys are the dream makers. You make your dreams a reality. You go after everything. You guys are so special, pile 2. I love your guys' energy. I need some of that more too. So I don't know what pile I am, honestly. I don't know. But let's do a few more. Why not, right? Let's do a few more. I know my reading yesterday was very short, and I was telling pile 1, I would like to hear back from you guys. Do you like those really short and sweet kind of readings, or do you prefer these ones where I use a few more cards? That's the whole reason I use a lot of cards, you guys, was to make the readings longer, because you can see what happened yesterday. I didn't use as many, but the messages were so clear yesterday too. That's why it didn't take so long. So I guess it depends on the type of reading I'm doing, but I would like to know what you guys think, shorter or longer. I know before, I think in the past, it's been you guys like the longer readings, so it's just yesterday was a little time crunch too. So we have the owl. It's so cute. I feel like you guys are very cute, and like they just want to hug you, because sometimes you might be so tired and worn out from your journey and traveling and living your life and doing so much, and they just love and adore you. But you're very wise and smart as well, is what I'm picking up on. This one came up for pile 1, and this one's the heart. So you might very much well be into fitness, taking care of your health. You guys might also be possibly in the medical field. We have a lot of those people, and if you are, thank you guys so much for keeping this world going. Anything else? You're very cautious when it comes to listening to your heart too. Like you just don't, you're very enthusiastic, but you're very cautious at the same time. You trust, but you don't rush into things. And then we have the 5 of clubs. Oh, was it the 5 of clubs? That's the spades, right? And that's swords. I'm sorry, you guys. Those are swords. That's the 5 of swords and the 2 of swords. So the 2 of swords, you listen to your gut. You listen. That's what that intuitive card energy I was getting from that. So you're very intuitive. You just kind of know. You're very connected. And then we have the 5 of swords. So you know when to walk away from things that no longer serve you. You're not staying where you shouldn't stay. You have that courage. Like, you know when something you just have to let go of, no matter how hard it is. So you know what's right and you listen to your heart. That's what that is. You listen to your heart. That's beautiful. And then we have these little feet. So I feel like you're always moving. You're always on your feet. You're very active. You're very much doing things, especially if you are into fitness and, you know, moving about, getting whatever it is that you do. I know it's harder right now, but it's something that they're aware of before everything changed. So let's do a couple more and then we'll end your reading, pile 2. Okay, so let's do this one real quick. There's a little avocado here, a little cute avocado. So I feel like that's about heart health and watching out for yourself in the diet. Or there might be something about avocados that you really, really love, or you posted pictures about it and they love how much you just love avocados for some reason and possibly want to get tacos with you one day is also something else. And then we have the 6 of swords. My gosh, you guys are all like a lot. There's quite a bit of air energy. So the 6 of swords is, to me, part of it is also being led by spirit. And it's just finding your way out of troubled waters. You know how to navigate. You know how to find your way out of things that you need to let go of. You need to get away from. That's what I'm picking up on that. And then what do we have here? We have a flamingo. Do I really know what that means, you guys? No. I have no idea. I don't know if you guys live in an area where there is flamingos, if you possibly work at a zoo, or you live in an area where there's flamingos. Maybe you like to eat a lot of shrimp, so they're kind of, maybe it's possible that they've joked that you're going to turn into a flamingo because you eat so much shrimp. Or ceviche is one thing I'm hearing too, so maybe you eat a lot of ceviche or like shrimp tacos. So, you know, going back to tacos, there we go. And we got a Lego Batman. I laughed when I saw this one, you guys. When I saw it, I started laughing so much, and I thought it'd be funny to do in a pick a card reading, and I didn't know if it was going to come out, and he came out. So Batman, you might really be into comics, you might really be into DC, and it's not just limited to Batman, you know, it's any of the superheroes. So that was something else. Or you might really be into Legos. Like, you might really be into playing like Lego Batman on whatever system, game system, Xbox, PS4, whatever it is. So that's something else. And then there's this little leaf over here. And when I think about leaves, I kind of think more about the fall and about changing, because leaves change color, and you do have the pumpkin here, which is to me about fall. And that's kind of what I'm getting with that. And also, you kind of let the cards fall where they may, or you let the leaves fall. So it's where you're not attached to anything. Like, wherever something falls, like, that's where it's meant to, kind of thing. So I don't know if that's going to make sense to everybody. And that's kind of why I try to make it so that everyone will understand what I'm thinking, because I know my thought process might not ring a bell with everybody, but it's trusting that everything will fall into place where it's meant to. That's kind of what I'm getting with the leaf. So you're just like, it's gonna, wherever, you know, it stops, that's where it's supposed to. So you know that if it doesn't end up where it's supposed to, then you trust and okay, that wasn't it. That's kind of what I'm getting with that. I hope that it helps explain it a little bit more. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles. So you're all about creating opportunities, working with people, making your dreams a reality. You might really be into planning your future, like creating that foundation. Some of you might be looking to buy homes is also what I'm getting. But you guys speak to people and you just get along with everybody. And that's what I was saying with the King of Swords. Just that way you speak just draws people in. Even if it is a little not, you know, King of Swords isn't really about emotions. But I think it still comes across because you do have someone who's enthusiastic and very loving and caring. So it's not to, I don't think you guys are cold and harsh like the King of Swords energy, but you just are very direct and to the point is what it is. So you're not someone who tries to waste anyone else's time, because you know how valuable time is, especially when you're waiting. So you're like, I gotta get to the next thing. So you don't want to waste anyone's time. So that is what I have for you, pile 2. I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. It was a little bit longer. Let me know. I'm just kind of curious. I tend to like the length I've been doing. So honestly, when I do a shorter reading, it is probably because I'm just short on time. But yesterday, those messages I came across were so just direct, straight to the point. Like there was nothing else I needed to say, you know. But I don't know. I didn't know if it was going to be that quick. I thought maybe I'd get a little bit more out of it. And some of the piles I did, but no. So, I don't know. We'll see. I think probably I'm still going to stay on this length. I enjoy giving you guys as much information as you like. And this is how my personal readings are, you guys. My personal readings tend to be on the longer side. Some of them, depending on the type of reading, go a little bit shorter. So it just really does depend on what information I'm giving to you. So yesterday it was just a short topic, honestly, and I didn't add any extra, so that was just really me, I think. But that is what I have for you, pile 2, Citrine pile. So let me know if this resonated for you or how this resonated for you. And if it didn't, honestly, you might just want to go ahead and pick another pile, or there might just be certain things that apply to you. And you'll find little bits of yourself in each pile. It's very possible. You're not required to only pick 1 or 2. You can pick as many as you want, honestly. So it's just up to you guys. But that is what I have. So if you enjoyed the reading, please like, share, subscribe. And if you do subscribe, just remember to click on the bell icon so you get notified when I post another pick a card. But that's what I have for you, pile 2. Thank you guys, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, morning, night. Bye. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your pick a card reading. You guys are the Lapis Lazuli pile. Welcome. We are going to be taking a look at what does your person love most about you. So if you're new to my channel, hello, welcome. Glad to have you here. If you are subscribed, thank you guys so much for your support. It means so much to me, and especially those of you who have booked a personal reading. I am blown away by all the positive responses, feedback that I've been getting with the personals. It is so amazing, and so it is very special, and just thank you to all of you who did give feedback. It means the world. I'm probably going to post on the community tab because I haven't. I've been pretty busy, honestly, with these personal readings, and that's kind of why yesterday's reading was a little short. On the other piles I was talking like, should I make them shorter or should I make them longer? And honestly, yesterday was just, the cards were so quick for me to read, and there was nothing else to add on because I didn't pre-shuffle anything else, and I wasn't about to. So that was the second one about what do they tell their friends. I'm probably going to make another one of those. You guys get all the extra details. You're going to know before pile 1 and 2 that those readings are going to come back, and I'm going to do them again. But I'm just, again, I am very blown away and very grateful to those that have booked personal readings with me, and just for their feedback has been so amazing, and I'm so grateful. So grateful. So, and you know, if you do want a personal reading, the link to my shop is in the description box. So just saying. So anyways, let's get to your pick a card reading, pile 3. Everything is pre-selected except we're throwing in some charms today. I have some new charms, and I've been adding some while I've been busy doing other things, so I am very excited to use them. Pile 1 and 2, very interesting. Love the energies that came through, so excited to see what's gonna come out for you guys. Pile 3, Lapis Lazuli. So, tarot cards coming out first. As always, we have the 6 of Swords, the 3 of Wands. I'm going to up that to the 4 of Wands, and we have the 10 of Swords. So we have some air and fire energy, period. That's it. No, I'm just kidding. chances are you have some air or you have some fire somewhere in your chart, you guys. Honestly, it's somewhere in your chart. If you look at it, it's, yeah. I think I have quite a bit of Capricorn energy in my chart, so, you know, but, so we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I think pile 3, if you picked pile 3 yesterday, you are very much that fire squad showing up in this reading if you selected pile 4 again. So I think it was pile 3 if you selected. Anyways, let's get to your reading. The Six of Swords. You have this way of coming out of difficult situations and coming out better on a positive note. You come out winning, you come out ahead. You have this way of, even no matter how bad the situation is, no matter how down something brings you, you come back, you rise up, and you find your way back to safety, to safe ground, to area where you're just in a better situation. You just get your, like, you find your way through the storm is what it is. That's what I'm getting with that. Also, what I'm getting with that is you are led by spirit. It is something that they find attractive. Like, you listen to your intuition. That's the thing. You don't really realize your intuition is like your spirit. You're listening to your higher self. You're listening to your angels, your guardian angel, whatever it is that you call it, whatever is appropriate for your culture, your beliefs. You're connected to your spirit. Your gut is your spirit talking to you. So you're led by spirit. We call it gut. You're actually listening to spirit, you guys. I hate to break it to you, but it is. That's what it is. So that's what I'm getting with that. The Three of Wands. You travel a lot. They love that you travel. They love that you get out, you do things, you experience life. You're always expanding. You're not content. Like, you don't stay put in one place long enough. You are looking for more. You're looking to get as much out of life as you can. You want to get your cake and eat it too. You want it all. You want to experience, you know. But at the same time, you're very patient. Well, you know, to them, like I was telling the other piles, it may not appear that way because you're like, I am so not patient, you know. I get it. But on the outside, looking into the outsiders, they see you as being patient. This is what they see. Okay, just remember that this is from their angle looking in at you, not from the inside looking out. It's from the outside looking in. So I think I said that right. I hope I did. Oh my gosh. Okay, I did not have any coffee, you guys, either. I will say that. But going back to that, so you know when things are coming to you. So you're just kind of living life, letting go of what you expect to come, and you just keep going. You keep doing things, you keep experiencing things. You're not stopping living your life. You're not waiting for anything that's going to prevent you from doing other things in the meantime, you know. So you get things done no matter what. And then with the Four of Wands, I feel like you know how to have a good time, you know how to party, you know how to live it up, you know if they need to go out late one night. I feel like you're, for some of you, this isn't going to be for everybody, but for a lot of you, you're that person that, like, let's go hang out. Or you're just very spontaneous. Like, you just might say, like, I want to go here, and they're like, cool, let's go. So you're just this person that they can have fun with, really enjoy life with, very stable, very grounded energy. So that's what I'm getting with that. Even though it's not Earth, I'm still getting that there's that balance because of the Four. Now, because I have to. Well, not that I have to, but I'm going to, because I know some of you want to know. That is the Twin Flame card. So there is this special connection that they love about you. They love that they are very close to you. They feel very connected to you. It's something very special, near and dear to their heart. They love knowing that you're their person. It makes them, you know, it's... How many people can really say that they've met their twin flame? Or that they've met the soulmate or the love of their life? Like, they've found them out of billions of people on this world. It's a blessing. It's something very beautiful, you guys. So I feel like that's what energy is coming through. Like, it's kind of like it Like, I'm just lucky to have found you. I'm lucky to have met you, you know, to connect with you. So that's what I'm getting with the Four of Wands energy. But more of a party energy is really what I'm getting. More of just having good times, getting out, doing things, celebrating, and just sharing moments. Like, some of you might really be big on birthdays and going all out and celebrating for birthdays, making someone's birthday feel really special and celebrating that kind of thing. Or even like on the big holidays. Like, I know not everyone celebrates Christmas, but for those of you who do, like someone who is buying, they're like Santa, you know, buying all the presents for everybody. So that's something else that they really love. And we have the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords normally isn't, you know, it's not a good card to get in normal. You know, if I was reading something else, then I would say, ugh, that's a tough one, right? But really what it is you let things end when they need to. You know how to get, it's going back to this, like this and these two to me are connected. Getting out of troubles. Like, even though you are exhausted, you keep pushing on. Even though you've been hurt, even though you've been wounded, you keep moving forward. You're not you're a fighter. You don't give up. You keep going after what it is in life, and you know, and you have fun. You have fun on top of all of it, even though things get, you're an overthinker too, is what I'm getting with this one. But you just have this way of getting out of these problems and looking at them from a higher standpoint, so that it's not where you're just stuck in this energy forever, because you know how to have a good time, you know how to get out and do things and experience life. And some of you travel, a lot of you travel, so that's kind of what I'm getting with these. Let me see if there's anything else that I can get from this. No. I'm just getting that you are the type of person that is going to be there for them no matter what. Even if you're feeling down in a rut, like, you don't pass that on to somebody else. You kind of keep that to yourself, and you try to help out, even though, like, they don't want to bother you, and you're like, no, it's okay, you know. So I mean, yeah, that's kind of good and bad, but they love that you're still helpful, like you're still trying, you know, you're not giving up is really what it comes down to. So let's get your other cards here. Distant thunder, clear the air. What do we have here? Forgiveness, the novice, and what else? Saboteur. Is that how you say it, you guys? Saboteur. It's so fancy saying it. I feel like I don't know, I'm not even going to. A dolphin, and we have the hawk. Look at that. Alright. Distant thunder, honestly what I'm getting, I feel like you're just, you show up. When you show up, you show up. Like, you make it known you are there. And that's what I'm getting, like, life of the party. Like, hey, I'm here, let the party begin. What's up? Let's do it. You know, kind of just that lively, fun, full of life energy. You just bring that spark and pizzazz and whatever else you want to say to it. So, you know what? That's what I'm getting with that. And then the clear the air. And what I get with that is, you're not afraid to speak from your standpoint. You will speak your opinion. You'll say what you need to say. I think almost all the piles, honestly, all of you guys are pretty good communicators is what I'm getting. And so you make it in a way that you kind of clear the air. If that makes sense. Pretty simple with that one. And then forgiveness. Let's see. Healing comes from acceptance. Help me, dear Lord, to accept what is, knowing that this alone will open me to the new. And so there's this way of, yeah, of forgiving from the past, especially with the Ten of Swords, because that's something where you've been stabbed in the back, you've been betrayed, and, you know, it's like someone put all the swords in his back, you know, and that kind of thing. So what I'm getting with the forgiveness is that even though people have done you wrong, even though people have hurt you, betrayed you, whatever the case may be for you in your situation, you've ended up forgiving them and just moving forward. You're not stopping from learning, from being the best. Like, you could be in this energy, but you move away from it, and you go through these cycles in life, and you just keep learning more and adapting and growing and healing. And of course it cuts me off, you guys. I don't know where I was saying, but what I was saying is like it reminded me of the flowers blooming, and it reminded me of the heart chakra, like the heart chakra opening up, like the flowers blooming and removing those blocks, because when you hold grudges and all that negative energy, it creates those blocks in your heart chakra. So that's something, if you're interested in looking into, you might want to, if you want to get a better understanding of it. So forgiveness, it's like you remove those blocks. It's kind of like when you have a door and you put like boxes in front of it. So think of it that way. So your heart chakra, the door to your heart chakra is there, but you have all these boxes because of all these grudges you're holding. So you can't get, you know, you can't go inside the door because these blocks are right there. Kind of with the loving, and that's going with the love, because the heart chakra is about love and compassion and understanding and all that. So until you forgive, it's like when you forgive, you start removing those boxes. You remove the blocks from your heart chakra. So then all of a sudden this door is opening, and like the door, like when you open a door, just picture that door swinging open. I'm seeing like flowers blooming because it's opening up. I hope that helps with that a little bit. Let me go over here to the novice. Innocence, beginner, ignorance, new skill without practice, and stable curiosity. I feel like you just have this kind of innocence to you, very just, I feel like people get, you might get taken advantage of sometimes, and that may be possibly why this Ten of Swords is here. I'm getting that you trust in people so easily, and you let people in, and maybe a little bit of codependency here is what I'm picking up on. So these people, even though they've hurt you, you ended up forgiving them. So really the novice, I feel like there's this innocence to you. Like you don't know any better. That you don't know that people are just looking out for themselves. Or you think that they have your best interest at heart, and the reality is they don't, you know. And that's how those Ten of Swords is part of how they came up. So you're very trusting and everything. So I think your person sees beyond all. I think they see a lot more than you see. But maybe you do, and you're just not completely honest or wanting to own up to it, you know, whatever the case may be. Your guys is a little bit more intense, you guys. I'm so sorry. It's not that I'm trying to be intense, and I know I'm just giving you what I'm getting here, okay? So it's like, I'm not even going to say anymore. I'm just going to leave it there. So that's what I'm getting with that. So it's very sweet. It's like this pure energy, pure heart is what I'm getting. And the saboteur over here, so highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. Let me read that again. I'm getting like, you know, when something is kind of gonna not go your way, and it's gonna be a little bit, kind of a little scary almost. Kind of like when I'm looking over here with her, kind of looking off into the distance, looking at that thunderstorm heading her way. So it's almost like that preparedness. Really just, give me a second. I'm gonna have a drink of water, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. And so, okay, instead of allowing those things that you know are going to be a little bit more on the dangerous side, a little bit more scary to deal with, a little bit more intense than what you're used to, it's like preparing you for it, almost like you're just able, like you see it coming, so you have this way of knowing. Oh, these words are not coming out, you guys. I'm having a hard time describing this one and making, like, putting it into words. Sometimes it's easier than other times. Okay, so I'm getting this connected to the novice. It's like not knowing any better. Not knowing. I feel like sometimes there's these risks and these things that you do, and unknowingly knowing that in some way it is going to bring a change to your life. So it is being aware of, like, yeah, I know what can happen. I know what the outcome can be. I know what the danger is. Like, I know when, like, you're prepared for it and you kind of realize it, but you still go through. I hope that makes somewhat of sense. I don't think it is, you guys. I'm sorry on that one. Because that's what I'm getting. It's just like, oh, how do I say this? I don't think it's preparedness is not exactly the word I'm looking for. It's just admitting to yourself, being honest with yourself, like, I'm scared. Like, you admit it. Like, you admit your emotions. You admit where your energy's at before this changes come through. So, I mean, it's gonna be honest, saboteur is not the best word to get. Usually you think of self-sabotage and that kind of thing, but that's not what we're looking at. We're looking at the positive, you guys. We're not looking at the negative here, okay? And so I'm not gonna even touch on that. This is supposed to be a positive reading. So that's what I'm doing. And then the dolphin. So dolphin, of course, very playful, energetic, having a good time, with right underneath that 4 of Wands. Intelligent, graceful, a lot of fun. You guys might be really good dancers too, is something else. I'm getting like salsa, but I'm also getting ballet. So very elegant, especially with the grace card here. I'm hearing ballroom dancing even for some. Some of you might have been, oh, what's that word? Gosh. It's the girls in the South. I cannot think about it. It's not like it's like the pageant stuff, but I cannot think about it. You guys let me know. I'm not going to take too much time on it. I've already wasted too much time on that one card. So that's what I'm getting with that. Just fun, playful, fun, energetic. You just know how to live it up. You really do. You're the life of the party and have fun. And then we have the hawk over here. So inspirational, fearless, visionary. I was getting connected with spirit. For some reason, I'm connecting the hawk with spirit and like messages, communication, but very inspirational. You just get through all this hard times in life, so they really admire and respect that too. So it's not just what they love that you can do that and find your way out of trouble, but you can see everything and you see the bigger picture. And that's possibly what this visionary is connected to this one. You see everything. So even though you're like, okay, I know this is going to be a rough patch, I know this is going to be not easy, but it's staying optimistic ultimately is what I'm getting with those cards. And fearless, having fun, and just even with that, like, you're kind of almost like, okay, I'm ready, you know, let's face this, let's do it, let's get this over with, is what I'm picking up on with that. And so Pile 3, let's do your charms and find out what else do they love most about you. So if you do have the volume high, I might want to turn it down a little bit because the charms do get a little noisy. Just FYI. Okay, so what did we got? We have dreams. So you are a dreamer. You make your dreams a reality. You go after what you want, even when you are afraid. So you're just not going to stop. Like, you're unstoppable. You're fearless. You go after what you want. So cool. So you guys, you know, very confident energy coming across. Very fun and playful to be around. And it's just like, I don't know if you wear sunglasses. That's a lot. That's also something I am getting. And we have a star, so, you know, you're like the star to them. You stand out. You're everything they could have wished for, everything that they could have ever wanted. So that is also beautiful. And what's funny, down here we have the 10 of spades, which is the 10 of swords again. So you got that twice. So you know how to fight. You are the fighting spirit. You guys are my fighters. So that's something else. And some of you might be really into athletics is what I'm getting, because then possibly might be boxing. I am getting jiu-jitsu also, or karate, yeah. The 7 of cups, you are, yeah, you're a dreamer. You envision, you know, visionary. You have so much ideas and plans for the future. They love how enthusiastic you get about it and how much passion you have. We have the owl. So I was hearing Year of the Owl, and I believe there's a Year of the Owl. I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head. I want to say maybe. I don't know. Guys, let me know. But very wise, smart. You guys, some of you might be old souls as well. And there's a key down here. I know these charms are hard to see, guys. I don't want to mess up. Oh, should I? Let's mess it up. Let's mess it up. Can we mess it up? I'm gonna go here, and then let's get that. And hopefully that helps you guys to see the charms a little bit better, because this is where I'm ending your reading. Well, not right now, but in a second. And then, let's see. We have the, like, maple leaf. So... syrup. I was getting syrup. Some of you might be from Canada, and some of you might be really outdoorsy or might like the fall a lot, and they might like that time of year too. So that's something else. Let's do a couple more. A few more actually. Okay, so we got this dinosaur over here. So some of you might really be into dinosaurs, Jurassic Park even, what I was getting, and just like very intrigued and fascinated by your obsession with dinosaurs too, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing someone had a plushie. I don't know, I'm getting a plushie. Someone had a plushie and they love how, like, they think it's adorable how you are so connected to it. I'm gonna move this a little bit, you guys, so this is gonna be a little bit crooked. There's this little pig over here. The pig, I was thinking like a piggy bank more than anything. So possibly you are very good with your finances, trying to save up. You're not going too crazy with it. And then look, we got Mario over here. So Mario, you know, I think about games, video games, someone who likes to just have fun, play, and just, you don't need a lot to be like super happy. Like, video games will make you happy. You're cool with that and everything. And then over here, that is another owl. So we got two owls for you. So you guys might be the soulmates, twin flames. I mean, that's another confirmation with the two owls. Let's get a few more. Okay. And then a little lollipop over here. So you're a lot of fun, you're sweet, and so I think that's what they love. You're just very sweet. And then over here we got, I want to say it possibly might be an owl or like a dove holding a message. So I think like this person just loves communicating with you or getting messages from you, or just seeing your name pop up on their phone really makes them smile. I'm very happy to see that. And that's something else. And then we got the fox over here. So Mr. Fox or Mrs. Fox, whatever, you know, applies to yours, you know, to you. I just feel like the fox is very clever, very smart, very intelligent. But the fox is also known for, you know, being, you know, we call someone foxy. So they're very sexy and attractive. So they're very attracted to you as well, and just you're smart. So, and the other thing I was getting, this is my, I don't know, I guess it's like a butterfly. It's a pendant, but actually on the other side is a mirror. So I feel like that's also another confirmation of twin flames, because twin flames tend to mirror each other quite a bit. And then we have this little drink over here. You guys, I think pile 2 got that. Pile 2 got that too, and I'm like, I want one of those. So you guys just have fun, laid back. You might drink, you might be bartenders, you might know how to just have a good time. You just know how to relax. So that is what I have for you, pile 3. So I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me know what resonated for you. I love hearing that. And if you did like the reading, like, share, subscribe. And if you do subscribe, just remember to click on that bell icon so you get notified when I post another pick a card reading. But that is what I have for you, pile number 3. And if you would like your own personal reading and to find out what they love most about you, I'd be more than happy to look into that for you as well. My link again is in the description box. So thank you, pile 3. I hope to see you on the next pick a card. Bye. Hey, pile 4, welcome to your pick a card reading. You guys are the Charoite pile. Your stone blends in very well with the card that is on top. So I love the stone though. It is very, very beautiful. And so today we are looking at what do they love most about you. So this can be about your specific person that you're thinking about, or if you want to ask about anyone else that's fine too. Whatever works for you guys. It's pretty much open to what you need it to be, to whatever person. So I have everything already pre-shuffled. The only thing is that I have charms on this side. So I have some charms, as you can hear, and I will be doing those at the end of the reading so that we can see and add on a little bit more to you, to the reading itself. So let's move this over here and let's get started. We will start with tarot. And so we have the Page of Pentacles. To begin, we have the Page of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Fool. This energy to me feels like you are very young at heart. You have this excitement and passion for life and living, doing things that you've always wanted to, going after what you want. I feel like with the Fool, I'm just getting someone who's very carefree and happy-go-lucky. You enjoy life and being just not really wanting things to weigh you down, boggle you down. You don't want that stress. You just find this way to stay in a very high, happy type of energy. So let's go over here with the Page of Pentacles, because I know I should be going in order, but you know me, I kind of just go where I am called to go with the cards. So that's what works for me. So Page of Pentacles. For some of you, I feel like this person admires how dedicated you are to your health, how dedicated you are to your fitness goals, really sticking to a plan. Some of you, I'm getting, might have really transformed your bodies or the way that you look and you appear, and they really admire you for doing that, because that does take effort on here. And I also feel like for some of you, you might be really into divination or like magic, tarot, astrology, like spiritual type practices, yoga, Reiki, all that fun stuff, you know. So I feel like they are very captivated by that as well too. And just this way that you know how to begin things. You start things and it comes from a very stable, grounded approach. So it's not something too flaky, like it's solid. When you offer something, it's solid. When you apologize, there's meaning behind everything that you do. It carries weight to it. It's not superficial. So that's very beautiful. Very beautiful energy. It's like they know when you make a promise, you keep that promise. It's not something where you just say it, you know, to make them happy, and then you forget about it. Like, I feel like you say something to somebody, they forget, and then like a few days later you're back with it and they're like, oh, I thought you were joking or something, and you're like, no, I was serious, you know. So it might be that you kind of spoil people a little bit. You give really awesome gifts. You are great gift givers, and you like spoiling, you know, people around you. You like giving, and because you have that opportunity to do so. And then we have the Page of Cups. I'm getting the fashion sense. I'm getting my fashionistas in this pile with this card. And also I feel like some of you are very intuitive and you're very connected to spirit. And there's something about that, you know, with the two of these connected. They're both talking about spirituality in a way, and intuitive gifts, or just spiritual or like psychic gifts is really what I was trying to get at. That's the right word and phrasing for that as well. And then also you have this sense of being very romantic, very like I'm getting the emoji with the heart eyes kind of thing. You're very loving, very sweet, very good with your words. Like when you text this person, you have a way of saying something really sweet that just like melts their heart, makes them very happy to see and excited to just get that message from you. They love communicating with you. I'm getting some of you might have even wrote them a song or wrote them a poem as well, and that was something that they really liked and they were really excited about and loved. And then the High Priestess. You guys, how many cards can I talk about spirituality? This person loves how connected you are to spirit. And if it isn't just spirit, you know, take it as religious, but you know, whatever applies, whatever resonates for what you're into, what you are attracted to, because whatever it is, they just love that about you. They love this way that you just deal with life and seeing beyond just what's on the 3D, what's in the material world. You know that there's more to life, and you are very, a lot of you might already know what your sole purpose in life is and are committed to doing that and taking action towards it. Also with the High Priestess, that is someone who's very sexy and alluring and kind of just so desired by many. So they're just very attracted to you. They love the way you look, the way you present yourself, the way you carry yourself with a lot of integrity and beauty and grace. So there's a lot of elegance to it. You guys are not, I'm not getting any like trashy or ratchet kind of, you know, energy whatsoever. A lot of grace. This is the High Priestess. This is above the Empress. So even more elevated because she's connected in spirit, even more so. So, and I feel like you're a little bit mysterious, so they like that too. So that's very, very awesome, pile 4. And again with the Fool, just very carefree, loving life, trusting in spirit. Like you take that leap of faith because you know spirit is by your side. You have 3 cards that connect with spirit, and that is very amazing. So I guess you guys are more of my spiritual pile. I kind of gave a name to each one of the piles, and you guys are coming across as being really connected to spirit, with spirit, and it's wonderful, you know. It gives you more purpose, and they kind of feel like you found yourself, you found who you are, you know who you are. So many people walk around this planet really not knowing or understanding who they are, why they act the way they are. So it is something very beautiful. For some reason I was getting some of you might be counselors or therapists, or really talking to people and healing as well. So you might do like Reiki even. So that's another thing that is coming through. We have intention over here. That matches with those petals, rose petals over there. We have great adventure. We have the hawk. And let's get this card over here. Mediator. So kind of, yeah, kind of like counselor energy, maybe. I don't know. Does it pass, you guys? And then we have cougar over there and dragonfly. Beautiful. Okay. I'm going to start on this side because I'm actually sitting more on the right side, so I kind of have to adjust myself a little bit. So let's read this over here. Intention is simply allowing the will and mind to align and move in harmony. May I always focus on the highest. My intentions is that all God's wishes for me come true. Your mind, body, spirit, soul are all in alignment. They're all connected. They're all one being. It's not like your ego is separated from spirit, or you only know the ego. You know everything, and you're looking into tarot readings, so you guys are more aware of that. Some of you a little bit more than others, depending on where you are in your spiritual journey or awakening, depending on where you guys are, you know. But I do feel like there's this more of this alignment with all of those factors, because it's all, you know, once you have everything in alignment, you really know who you are. And once you get control of the ego a little bit too, that makes a big difference, because that's all about material and spiritual. And you just have this way of balancing it though. And so you know which side to tune into, kind of, you know. And so over here we have the mediator and light attributes. Gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life, respect for both sides of an argument. So some of you might be in legal careers, or like I was getting, like the coaching, the therapist, counseling, guiding people, helping people, also maybe giving people options to figure things out. So that was kind of pretty much, I feel like, going with that mediator. It is, I think you see both sides to a story. You're not just one side. You know there's those 3 sides. Their side, you know, his side, her side, and then the real story, or however their side, them side, in the middle. I don't know. I'm trying to make it, but you know, you guys know what I'm trying to say here. So you have this fairness and balance, and even though we don't have justice here, it's like the scales. You guys are very, very balanced people. Anything else that I'm getting with that? I feel like you have a way of strategizing things too. You have a way of finding your way out of certain predicaments, a little tougher situations. You kind of figure, you weigh things out before making a decision too. You're not the type to just rush into something and let it carry you away. And then we have cougar, assertive, wise, decisive. Yeah, so I really do feel like that's tying into everything that we're talking about already. You are very wise, very smart. A lot of you are probably old souls, especially with how spiritual these cards are coming out. I really do believe that. I feel like that energy is coming through very strongly for you guys. Over here, let me just go real quick. Mainly earth and water. I don't know what the High Priestess and the Fool. I don't think those have. If they do, I think the Fool was air. But it might be Leo because we do have the Sun. So, going back here, anything on that card. I just feel like you're assertive. You keep your presence about you. You're very strong. Like you say what you need to say. And it comes off very strong. But it's never in a trashy kind of way. And it's never... I don't know how I want to say this without in a very respectable way and not in just an immature kind of way. You're very classy about how you handle yourself and how you present yourself. I feel like a lot of you are very fashionistas. Whether you're male or female, you do know how to dress and present yourself. You know it's the whole package and you are just you go all out no matter what, I feel like. And some of you, I'm probably really great with your makeup. So that's another thing I'm picking up on right now. And also kind of with the cougar, just even like looking at his eyes, you know how the cat eyes and they have like that black liner almost? Yeah, it's all natural for them. We have the dragonfly, beauty, versatility, spontaneity. Beauty, yes, we talked about how beautiful you are and how attractive and alluring and how desired you are by many. So they know that you are very attractive, and then many people are attracted to you at the same time because of that. And then we have spontaneity. So some of you just have this, this free spirit, like, I'm just gonna go for it, I'm gonna do it. And you think of something and next thing you're doing it. So that spontaneity in nature, it's just decisive. Once you decide, you go for it, and that's combining those two. So very decisive, knowing what you want, knowing what you're going after. There's just no, like you don't overthink it, is what I'm getting to with that. And anything else, versatility, you just know how to adapt. You know how to change to certain situations, what you need to do, what you need to say. Sorry, it cut off on me, you guys. So the versatility, just able to really fit all kinds of situations, really adapt to the people you're talking to. You know how to talk to them, how to communicate to them, especially if you're a mediator. You're really a people type of individual because you deal with so many personalities, and that is something that is kind of hard to deal with, so I feel like if you have a career, you might be in a career where you deal with a lot, and some of you might even be teachers is also something that I'm picking up on for some of you, not all of you of course, so just take that if it resonates. If not, just leave it for the teachers, And then over here we have the hawk, omens, messages, and you're connected with spirit, so you might get signs, might get numbers, you might get like premonitions in your dreams. You might see numbers repeatedly, constantly. You might get feathers. What the hell is a feather? A feather. You might see feathers on the floor. Oh my. I need to do like Reiki on my throat or something. You might see feathers on the floor. Thank you. Or pennies on the floor. Or signs that come from spirit that are coming from above. Or when you get that intuition, that really strong gut feeling, and you're just like, nope, I'm not. Or like, you're like, no, something just told me to go over here. That's, your intuition speaking in spirit. So you're very connected to that. Some of you might really like flying and like traveling is what I'm getting also with this one, is what I was seeing. But also just the way you're not afraid to spread your wings. You see how the hawk's like wings are all spread. And then look over here. It's like he's spreading his wings too. So you're not afraid. Like you take those chances. You're just going for it. I feel like you're just adventurous people, and that leads perfectly into the great adventure actually. Take a risk. Venture forward. Exactly. You are not afraid. You just go for it. You guys are adventurous. Fearless. Bold. And like leaders almost, like you guide the way for others is what I'm getting to for some of you. So that is really great energy, pile 4. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is get some charms, and I'm probably going to zoom it in a second because some of these charms are a lot smaller than the others, and I want you guys to be able to see them. So just take a last glance at this. I'm going to grab a drink of water. I should have grabbed another bottle. I already finished that one. So, okay, let's do this. We're going to do charms. So if you have your volume very high, you might want to tune it down a little bit because these charms do get a little noisy. If you enjoy the noise, then just let it be. But otherwise, turn it down a little bit because it does get a little loud, you guys. Alright, here we go. Okay. So what do we got? We got soccer, football. So if for those of you who are into very much sports, you might be a fan of sport or you might play it. They love your athleticism, your competitiveness, your drive to do things. You guys, like I said, you're go-getters. You do things too. We have a paw. So you might have, I'm getting more of a cat vibe with that, but it could be a dog, and you might be very close to your pet and they love how close you are to your pets, or just how much you love animals. I think it's very adorable is what I'm getting. And then we have like Tom and Jerry, and there's another cat and it's gray, but I'm getting, you might really like cartoons, so you might really be connected to your younger, your spirit, your kid, your inner child, because we did, like I said, you had younger energy over here with the 2 pages. You had 2 of those. So that is someone who's a little bit younger in spirit, or you might be younger. Take it how that resonates. And then over here, let's see, what do I have? We have the volleyball. So some of you might be into volleyball. So another competitive sport. You guys are very athletic, so your athleticism. And we were talking about that with the Page of Pentacles as well. Your fitness, your drive, really getting out and doing things. I'm also getting, some of you might be runners or swimmers is the thing I'm picking up on. Damn, you guys got 3 of the sports. So basketball is another thing that came out. So you guys are very athletic. You guys are in shape. They admire it. And if you guys don't, maybe you're a fan of these or you know people who are. If it doesn't apply, just let it fly. And we have the lollipop. So you're sweet as candy. You're adorable. If you kiss this person, they love the way your lips taste. So that's something else. Or if not, they think about kissing you is also what I'm getting with that. Let's get some more charms for you. And I was going to say I was going to zoom in. Didn't I? I did say I was going to zoom in. Hopefully that'll stay. I'll zoom in more if I have to. Damn. You guys got all the sports. And that's funny because none of the other piles, maybe got 1 if I can remember, and you guys ended up getting all of them. And then we have Batman. So you guys could be into DC, into comics, really be a fan, whether it's DC or Marvel, or you, some of you just, I don't know, like a sign, like maybe they see like the Batman thing and they think of you. Like I don't know, maybe they see, like I'm getting, they see signs of you, like things you like, and it reminds them of you, and it just feels like they're connected to you in a special way. And then imagine, so I feel like you have a great imagination, you know, you just have this playfulness, a lot of playfulness. And then there's an owl, very wise, my old souls, that's, you know, you guys are intuitive, knowing things. And then we have hope. So you're very hopeful and optimistic, and you give them hope. I feel like because they see the way you live your life, and it gives them hope that everything can work out for them just as well. And then we have a little star here. Sorry, where did it go? Over here. And I feel like you're the star. You just shine so brightly and you guide them. You really do. And then we have a leaf. So some of you might be born in fall or spring. The spring, like you just bring new life to them. It's really what I was getting. I was getting more of a spring vibe with this. And let's do a few more. So we have a coffee cup, so you just energize them. They love how energetic you are and how full of life you are. And we have the travel. I think this is more supposed to be like a passport, so you possibly do travel a lot. You're always going on adventures, maybe even cruises is also something I'm getting. To them, you are royalty, whether you're a king or a queen. I know it's pink, but Make it work, you guys. Journey. Wow. Didn't we have, I thought there was something else. But we were talking about journey, you know, and adventures and doing things, getting out. And then we have, look at that. So that is the cross, and I do feel like that's going back to the spirituality. Some of you might be really religious, depending on where you are and what religions apply. And we have the scissors. So you have this way of cutting out the bullshit from your life and not settling for less than you deserve. And just, I'm getting, some of you might be, like, you might make your own clothes or design your own clothes is also what I'm getting with that. And then we have corn. So the corn I get more like an abundance. Just, I feel like they're blessed. They feel so blessed and happy to have you in their life. Really is what it was. And then the seahorse, I take that as like playful energy, but someone who's also pretty deep. And with the high priestess and all the spiritual energy, you probably are. Usually you are when you're spiritual, because you see things more beyond just the surface level. You see things deeper than what a lot of people, you know, you don't take things at face value. You see beyond that. So that is what I have for you, pile 4. I hope this reading was enjoyable for you guys, and I hope parts of it, you know, if not all of it, resonated for you. But if you would like your own personal reading, I do offer those now, and my shop link is in the description box. But I would love to hear how it resonated for you, so let me know. That is probably the most exciting and fun part when I get to read your guys' stories. It really is. It's fun doing this, but seeing how you guys relate to it is what makes it all worth it in the end, honestly. So thank you guys for your time. If you did enjoy the reading, like, share, subscribe. And if you do subscribe, just remember to click on that bell icon so you get notified when I post another pick a card, which I should be putting one up soon, but I don't know yet. So I'm gonna get them out. You know, I know this one took a little bit. This one's a little bit longer than yesterday, so hopefully this one will hold you guys over till the next pick a card. And I know there's so many pick cards on YouTube and amazing readers too, so I'm not worried about that. I know you guys will be fine. So but thank you guys again, and I hope to see you on the next one or a personal. So bye, pile 4.